review, tell you my first impressions, likes and dislikes. Getting a pair of headsets, the most important thing, I put a couple things in a list of what I would like and what I don't like or what I need. First, most important thing in a pair of gaming headsets is called quality. Game quality, sound quality. You want it to sound real good when you're, playing. After me getting the X11s, right here, coming from the Tritons, I noticed a big difference in footsteps and reloads, things of that nature. Those are the most important things in playing if you're using these for gaming purposes. So after hearing these and seeing how good these was, I only imagine that the turtle bitches, these are the turtle bitches. I only think that the assholes will be a little bit better. So number one is quality of sound. Second thing I say, which is odd, but it matters because it's annoying when people complain, is how good the mic quality is, like what people hear on the other end. That's another thing. Another issue would be comfortability. That'll be the third thing, is how comfortable. Some people complain about, leather ones will make your ears sweat or your ear have ear fatigue after a few hours of playing. So the third will be comfortability. Fourth thing would probably be how convenient it is. Is it a bunch of wires? You have to recharge it. That was the biggest issue with these is, they take batteries. Even the rechargeable batteries, if you have them, they don't even last that long. So still you're going to constantly be flipping in and out of batteries every couple hours. If you use regular batteries, I got 3 days worth of regular 2 AAA batteries. And that's with watching movies and playing games, but the more movies you watch, the more it takes away. But wires is an issue too. One of the biggest issues I had with the Tritons was the wire issue. This cord coming to the controller kept shorting out, and I went through hell with that. So first of all, I would say sound quality. Sound quality is good. Obviously, they're assholes. They're assholes is what I like to call them when they were being sponsored by MLG. But the quality is actually good. Right here on the back, you got 3 settings. One is for music, 2 is for movies, and the third one is for gaming. This is my opinion, I found out that third one to me is better for all of them. I've listened to music on this, and I watched a Blu-ray on the PS3 on this, and I would say that the third setting to me is best for all of them. I don't see, the benefit of using the other sounds. Second thing, so quality sound is good, it's decent. It took me a while to get used to this nonsense. The beauty of having assholes is the mix amp. That's what it's all about, because you can use it with any headset, and now the whole system is different. This is not a mix amp. This is a damn receiver. So I don't know. That's all it is a receiver. So having it on the headset now is some of the best features of the Astro, as far as the detachable faceplates, the removable mic, and the mix amp. You're missing that with the actual A50s. So those are the pluses from having Astros, and you don't have that luxury anymore with these. What else? Call quality's good. Oh yeah, sound. As far as the mic, every time first thing I do ask is how do I sound when I get a pair of headsets. It doesn't take long for somebody says something stupid, or what's wrong with your mic or whatever, you're talking too loud, and all the above. This mic is pretty damn sensitive. I don't know why, but even just like touching it like that, people can hear it really, really loud, and I know that could be annoying. So on a mic, it fails because people keep telling me I sound like a robot and I sound like I'm talking to a walkie-talkie. So for a $300 pair of headset, you don't want to be sounding like that. Seriously. One of my problems with the Tritons, the Ghost Recon Edition, was the same issue. People said that the mic was too loud. I would have my AC on playing, and I would have to probably sometimes mute myself because it's irritating. People can't concentrate or whatever. Even though you have idiots playing music and doing other things while they're playing, and those things are fine. But apparently, being able to pick up background noise, a lot of people complain about those things. So I would give this an F on that because I even read some of the comments on YouTube saying that you do sound like a robot sometimes. One of the quality issues too with the mic or whatever, the turtle bitches, X11s, they run on a different frequency, the 2.5, I think, and you do get the interference, you do get the radio frequencies. This is supposed to be running like a 5.8. It's supposed to not have that issue, but it's not true. This wire, sticking in the controller, with these, I'll hear it really loud, but with these, it's small, but I still hear it. I still can pick up, I don't know if it's a radio station or TV or whatever it is, but I still picked it up. I can still hear it, like, say, in between games or a silent part in the movie. I'm real quiet. I can hear it. Like, it's not loud and ridiculous as it is with these, but I do hear it. So it's like, the whole premise of these is not having that issue, the interference between cell phones, microwaves, things of that nature. And I can't say that that's true because in my experience, plugging this in to the Xbox 360 controller, I still hear those things. This acts as a antenna, actually. So I guess people are saying the longer this is, the stronger the signal will be. So it is what it is. I do hear it, though. It might just be where I live at, my setup, or how, a lot of different things going on, but I still hear it. One thing I didn't like about these is charging it. I mean, you have to read the instructions with these, obviously. I mean, you have to. You won't get these to work unless you pair them. You have to hold down the power button and press the power button here until they turn white, and then they turn red. And if you don't do that, they won't work. Well, they will work. You can play with these still charging while they're, but not with this cord, because obviously this cord is too short, so you have to use a different one. But I don't know if that interferes with the charging system or what. In my opinion, the charging system sucks. But if you don't do the little pair thing, you won't be able to use them. And that's like, I've been trying to do a review and use them and get use of it, and I didn't have it paired the first time. Then when I realized how to pair it, it didn't work or something. Then I hooked it up to my PS3. For some reason, I had to pair it again after leaving it from the Xbox. So that part is confusing. I don't like that. They are kind of comfortable, but you don't have. They feel weird, but they are comfortable. I don't like this. It feels all cheap and plastic-like. Again, for a $300 pair of headsets, I ain't about that life. I don't. It should be. This should be, a solider piece of plastic, a harder piece of plastic. It shouldn't be all flimsy. It's like I just snapped this. Like, you couldn't lay down with this or have this on your head while you're, sleeping or laying back on the couch, because it just feels too flimsy to be doing something like that. You gotta take. I mean, of course, they're $300 headsets. You're gonna take care of them, but I just think you should. They should be a little bit more sturdier than this. They're a little bit too flimsy, too much plastic. Even if it was like a hard plastic like this right here, that'd be cool. What?
That's a kill. Dropped it. Dropped it. Target check.
Later, but I did like these with movies, and I did like them with music. That's a plus. I'll go over that probably later on. Hooked them up to my PC. They were fine with the music. They were good on the PS3 for Blu-rays. Listen to that. Put the Hurt Locker in, tested the sound for watching movies. It is a plus. Just gaming, it took me a while to, get this down pack and figure out, because sometimes the game was too loud, sometimes the voice was too loud. And I don't like that. That's the beauty of the Tritons, is actually you could individually do whatever you want to do separately without, the confusion. These headsets, same with this, I can actually, determine. But the problem I had with these was sometimes the echoes in the party chat. People complain about that. But for the most part, I sound way clearer and way better with these than I do with these. I bought these refurbished for $50 off of Newegg, and the sound quality on my end, meaning talking into the mic, is a hell of a lot better than a $300 headset, plus insurance if you, about that life. So, it shouldn't be that issue. If I'm not, you can't detach the mic, which is negative. what made me think is like, yo, I had a pair of Tritons, I have a pair of Turtle Beaches, and I have a pair of Astros. Of course, they're all different. You can't compare one to the other as far as, this is like for a 2-3 year old headset, and the Tritons came out, the ones that I have, the Ghost Recon Edition, came out a year ago, and these came out about a year ago as well, but it's like kind of hard to compare any of them together, but you can say, of course, they all have their faults. Every headset company is going to have issues with what works best for you. Turtle Beaches does wireless better, even though they have the issue with the frequency. They fixed that by going to Bluetooth, but Turtle Beaches has wireless, I think, hands down compared to Astro. This is their first pair, but they got a lot of work to do. It's just a lot of the beautiful features of having a pair of Astros. From what I've seen, you don't have that with this headset. You don't have the movable mic, switch it from either side. I guess you can put the headphones on either side, like, and the way it swivels and stuff, it feels comfortable either way. But I don't know. Like, he put it on. Nah, you can't even do that. It doesn't seem. One cool feature that they do have as far as the mute goes, people come in loud or you talking something you don't want to be heard on the mic, you just hit that up and boom, you mute it. That's definitely a cool feature. You can adjust them up and down real small like that. So far, gameplay wise, again, I probably haven't played around with it enough to really pick up the footsteps stuff, but I did not hear the reloads and the footsteps as good as I heard with these yet. So far, so good. These $50 refurbished headsets, when it comes specifically to footsteps and specifically to reloads, things of that nature, even hearing things that the game characters say that I never even heard them say with my Tritons. And I've had two different pair of Tritons. I had the X20s, 720s, and I also had the original white ones, and then I had the newer Ghost Recon Edition ones, and they both failed to pick up those specific things. I'm not saying they're better overall. I'm just saying when it comes to that, footsteps and reloads, these are excellent for some reason. I don't know why. Yes, it has its issues. Sometimes it goes in and out. Obviously, the frequency issue when plugging it into that 360 controller. The battery issue, obviously. Another thing about these two is having a pair of headsets that have to be recharged. Yeah, you could play with them plugged in. You have this wire from the Xbox, so that kind of defeats the purpose of having a wireless pair of headsets if you have to plug them in while you play, which sucks because, I'll play a game for a couple hours, then turn around, watch some Hulu, Netflix, HBO Go, whatever, and it's like, boom, the battery's dead, and I got to put them up and charge them. And I'm not trying to sit up and have them, plugged in while I want to relax or chill. So to me, that's a negative. Like, I don't even know. I thinking that, even though they're called wireless, they're not completely wireless because with the Xbox, I think the only completely wireless headsets are the Tritons, the Warheads, and I think a pair of Turtle Beaches. But the controller that I have, uses these type of prongs. I use a saber tooth, so I need this simple one prong. I think that Bluetooth piece for the Turtle Beaches, the newer models of Turtle Beaches, it takes the 3 prongs, so it won't work in the controller that I use. So, it's not you can't call it a wireless headset if you're a 360 owner. And if you play longer than 10 hours, you can't call it wireless because you're gonna have it plugged up while you're playing. I did do the little firmware update on the PC. And take care of all that situations. I haven't tried a game with them on there yet. I might go do that after I get done with this. Just listen to how some Battlefield might sound with these on. I think one thing that's a cool feature too is you can power this either via the SPDIF in the back or even by the USB. So you can have them both, sound going through them both at the same damn time. You can have this hooked up to your Xbox and then have this hooked up to the Xbox and have this hooked up to the PC for power. And you can hear the both through, if you want to, if you're about that life. I haven't tried to hook up the auxiliary cable yet, but I'm sure that would be cool. If somebody want to hook a cell phone up to it, that'll be fine. Again, it comes with this stand, which is pretty cheap and flimsy, but it's cool. I'm actually, if I decide to take these back, I'm going to make my own stand for, I'm attempting to get the A50s, the A40s, because that seems more up my alley. It has the features that you like about Astro. They definitely don't seem to be as flimsy and plasticky as this one's. Quality-wise and sound, I can't imagine a wireless being that much better than a wired. I think that it really is for what you want. If you're listening to music, if you have another pair of headsets that you have separately for the computer or one for the system, and you ain't got to worry about recharging your battery, things of that nature, these are probably okay for you. But if you want something strictly for gaming, I couldn't recommend these A50s. The battery issue, if you're with Xbox, if you're with the PS3 or PC, it's fine. But if you're with Xbox, you're gonna have a wire. If you game for real, you're gonna play more than 8 to 10 hours between watching movies and gaming. You know, not at once, but you know, you're gonna put some time, especially on a weekend or holidays. So in my opinion, it's not really worth the wireless feature, being that it's not legitly wireless. You're still gonna have a cable. I still hear it's low. It's nowhere near as bad as these. In fact, the reason why I went out and got these, because these had the issue where they weren't working and I heard it really loud. But I played around with it and I got them to work again. But overall, my first pair of assholes, as I would call them, I don't like. I'm not surprised, I'm not impressed. You know, it's not, you know, nothing about these says $300 plus. I got money off because I traded something else in at Best Buy and got store credit, so it wasn't, you know, basically that paid for the a little bit of the tax and maybe some of the insurance I got on them. But I don't think these are worth $300 headsets. These should be $250, and the A50 should be $300 probably, if that's the case. They're just, you know, if you're a person probably just gonna use them for certain things, not for everything. You have, you know, well, you probably would use these for everything because they're wireless. But for me, gaming is my main purpose. I have other pair of headsets that I can use if I want to watch a Blu-ray on the PS3 without unhooking them, or, you know, these on the Xbox or whatever. I have options, so to me, it's not. I don't have to put all my eggs in one basket or use these for multiple platforms. I just want them from the Xbox, and I want the best sound quality out. And to me, all the other things are negative. Mainly, I don't want to sit back and have to charge my damn headset. That's just, it's pretty stupid. But that's my quick review of the assholes. I know there's a lot of butthurt people out there who love these and they think they're God. I don't. I'm not impressed. This is my first pair. I've been with Tritons for the 2 different models, and I've been with Turtle Beaches, and I was more impressed by these Turtle Bitches using them. I've only had these for like 2 months. I was way more impressed by these than I am by these. Of course, overall, these are better than those. Yes. I put music on here and put music on here. These things killed them out the water. Like, did the test, and it was like the drivers were bumping. The bass was wasn't crackly, it wasn't distorted. It was, you know, it was nice and loud. Because you have your volume, game chat volume right here, but you also have your overall volume right here, so you can get it pretty damn loud. But that's a 17-minute video. I'm done. I'm probably going to take these back and try to get the A50s. I've only had them for a few days. Take them back. Deciding if I'm going to get the Turtle Beach 7s or the A50s. I'm going to make a decision soon, before Sunday, hopefully. That's my review of these Astro A50s.